This is your roundup of the Tarotscopes for the week ahead. There are definitely themes of escapism showing themselves this week. We are right in the throes of Pisces season. So for many of us, we're going to be feeling quite ungrounded, not sure exactly where it is we're headed, where it is we're going. And this will be felt both on a local level, but also a global level. There are certain powers at play at the moment that are trying to willfully throw us off balance so that we're not entirely sure as to what to trust, where to be placing our priorities, and ultimately what is true and what isn't. There's this very illusionary energy floating around at the moment, given that we are, as I say, right in the middle of Pisces season. One of the ways to counterbalance this and counteract this, there's certainly a theme around the need for groundedness, this need to come back to center, and really look at what helps cultivate a sense of security and stability that is useful. And what I mean by useful is that it isn't found in the material world, it isn't found in those illusions that give us a sense of control in our lives. As we know, the only constant is change, and I feel that many of us this week, for many of the star signs, this sense of change is going to bring a certain degree of is going to exacerbate that sense of uncertainty that many of us will be feeling. And for many star signs, particularly the water signs, and it's also being seen in some of the fire signs too, there is a willful ignorance that that could be developed, self-developed, or a point of escapism, or just turning a blind eye because we're not necessarily wanting to face up to some of those difficult truths within our lives. And there's obviously an encouragement not to go that route. Fortunately, the earth signs, because they have this inherent sense of groundedness, this sense of need for security and being able to set roots and keeping both feet flat on the floor, they will be able to navigate some of these challenges, some of these illusionary challenges that other people may face. So my big messages this week are certainly around embrace change, embrace whatever is coming through. Don't necessarily try and dig your heels in, and particularly please don't cultivate this avoidance technique or getting stuck into those things that are quite habitual. They can be very subtle. Are we using work as an excuse? Are we using our technology, our phone, watching TV? Are we using these things to circumnavigate and sidestep some of these slight feelings of anxiety or nervousness that is coming through? There is also a call this week to really embrace the divine feminine, particularly if you found yourself in a period of being in quite a yang state typically representing the more masculine qualities of activity, of doing, of being in more of an outward expression. Therefore, this week, it really encouraged that you find some quietude, found some downtime, and please prioritize self-care and nurture. Out of that may come some of these difficult emotions, some of this difficult, this feelings of uncertainty, but rather than trying to escape them, that fight or flight response, actually sitting with it and examining it, because if done correctly, and again, this is something that is seen in many of different houses, different star signs this week, if done correctly, then a new clarity can come through. We've had the Queen of Swords come through a few times. We've had the Hanged Man show himself. And it's all about that, being able to see things as they truly are, being able to see a new direction, a new perspective, and particularly about this theme of clarity, where what I thought was previously true, I've now understood isn't, and actually where I need to be placing my energies and efforts is over there. As ever, if you want to know more about your star sign, then go and check out the video library at Fiongal Official, or hit the subscription button and the notification buttons to be notified when your star sign is coming through, or check the pinned comments below. But until next week, have a fabulous, fabulous 7 days, and I shall see you then. Bye for now.